Court, we appreciate you being here today. If you would, please ensure that your phones are silenced. To begin this morning, we have Mr. Gibbons with us to lead us in the invocation, and of course, Commissioner McCann, if you would, the pledges.
Heavenly Father, we come this morning with hearts full of thanksgiving unto Thee, realizing that the things we often take for granted are not a reality without Your help. So as You look upon us and upon the court this morning, have mercy and give strength and encouragement in the things that we need in our daily lives. Bless our county judge, the commissioners, court members, and all that make up this court. Look upon the sheriff's department with mercy, O Lord. Keep them safe as they protect us as best possible. In Jesus' name I pray these blessings. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Gibbons. Well, the time is 9:02. We do have a quorum, so we will call this meeting to order. Are there any citizens' comments?
No, sir.
All right. Item 1 is consider and take action on minutes from the previously held meeting of Commissioners Court on August the 8th, 2023. Are there any additions, deletions, or comments to the minutes?
Hearing none, Judge, I move we approve the Commissioner Court minutes of regular session August 8, 2023 as presented.
I'll second his motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Tooley and second by Commissioner Spivey to approve the minutes from the August 8th, 2023 meeting as presented. All those in favor of the motion? Item passes unanimously. Item number 2 is consider and take action on a request for the overpayment of taxes from the Henderson County Tax Assessor Collection.
Good morning. I have 4 refund checks for court approval totaling $13,571.21.
Questions? Entertain a motion.
I have one question. On these homestead, I guess HS is homestead,
Yes.
are those like new ones that have been granted? Or are they ones that maybe didn't get the box clicked or something like that?
These would be new ones that were granted.
Okay. That's all I have, Judge.
Okay. Any other questions, comments? Entertain a motion.
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Richardson and second by Commissioner McCann to approve the request of overpayment of taxes from the Henderson County Tax Assessor Collector. All those in favor? Item passes unanimously.
Thank you.
Item 3 is consider and take action on the FY 2024 Regional Interlocal Agreement with the Andrews Center Behavioral Health Care System. In court, this is an annual process of which we go to, and we have made arrangements in our budget that match this particular contract. This is a 1-year contract for services to the area. If you'll remember, the request was actually an increase of $40-some-odd thousand to help in the process of creating a diversion center in the region. Now, this goes from 46,000 to 83,000, I believe.
88.
88, thank you. And this is that process that we've all heard over the last year, of that beginning of investment into mental health services in the region. Questions, comments? This agreement, this interlocal agreement does require multiple signatures. So in our motion, if we would authorize all necessary signatures.
Position 5, that's held by us, and it's Arliss Jones, correct? What are the at-large positions? Who appoints those, or are those
Those are made available through the board.
through the board?
Through the board, and those are at large that they use to fill in certain areas. I believe they are spread through. I know my preference would be through the 4 counties that all have one representative, and I believe they're actually used to do that. Of course, those 2 will be expiring this year, so hopefully we'll be in the round to get to appoint one of them.
I was curious, there are several counties that this involves. How do they decide which county pays which portion of they're all different amounts?
It follows the funding requirements that the grant funding requirements that is put out through the state that they get most of their revenue from, and it is done proportionally based on that.
Okay. That was all my question.
Any other questions? Entertain a motion.
So moved to approve with all necessary signatures.
Second?
Motion made by Commissioner Tooley and seconded by Commissioner, Spivey, to approve the fiscal year 2024 regional interlocal agreement with the Andrews Center Behavioral Health Care System with all necessary signatures authorized. All those in favor? Item passes unanimously. Item number 4 is consider and take action on a request from the District Attorney's Office to hire an additional Assistant District Attorney 2 at Step 8 and necessary position budget amendments.
Good morning, Court.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You should have a copy of the resume of Jeff Harrington, who is the attorney that we would like to hire. Jeff Harrington has been an attorney since 1986. I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with him or not. He was the former elected district attorney in Henderson County for 8 years. He's tried death penalty cases. He's handled seizures, had over 200 jury trials, and he is on our first degree wheel here in Henderson County. He's a fantastic attorney. We're very excited that he would like to come work for us. We'd like to hire him in at a Step 8. And in addition, we had a salary analysis run. We've had 2 open positions. One was open July 31st. The other one has been open since June. So we have about $140,000 in surplus that we can use to hire in Jeff and use that salary surplus to get him to the amount that we would like to pay until our SB 22 money comes in until January 1st of next year. We've had those open positions posted on TDCAA. We've had really one applicant, one who was an out-of-state attorney with no ties to this area. The other one was a non-licensed attorney who has not taken the bar yet. So we are very lucky and excited that Jeff Harrington wants to come work here.
Questions?
Are your assistant DAs, they all full-time, or does any of them practice outside their own practice?
They don't. They're all full-time attorneys. They are allowed, the only one that is not allowed to practice outside is myself. So someone in theory could be a municipal prosecutor for one of our smaller cities. However, when I came into office, we said we weren't going to do that, so none of them do.
Any other questions? And this motion here, or the process we're doing here, is allowing for that hire and the creation of the position.
Oh, no, this is not a new position.
This is filling that
This is
position.
filling my open position at a Step 8 and then using the leftover money to go up to the amount that we have budgeted for next year.
And
If I need to
amend-
put that on the record, I can.
And amending that position line. The SB 22 will kick off next year, and we'll cross that bridge and its complications when we get to it, right?
Yes, the rules.
That's one of the things that, reason for some of the questioning is we're waiting on comptroller rules concerning the SB 22, which may make us change, some direction after the fact, but it is what it is. So,
Do you need the proposed amount for where that amendment will take him?
No, ma'am, we're approving what's in here, 92,995.
Correct, and then using the surplus money to take him to 110,000?
Yes, it's in
Okay.
here as well.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything further? Entertain a motion.
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Spivey and seconded by Commissioner Richardson to approve the request from the District Attorney's Office to hire an Assistant District Attorney Attorney 2 at Step 8 and approve the necessary position budget amendments. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Passes unanimously.
Thank you, Court.
Thank you, ma'am. Item number 5 is consider and take action on amendment number 1 to the KSA Engineers Incorporated contract for the water supply project generators round 1 related to ARPA State and Local Fiscal Recovery Fund project. Ms. Brown.
Yes, sir. Good morning. This amendment to the contract is just the next step in the projects for the water supply applications that we have been receiving. This allows us to move forward in the project once applicants are selected.
Questions?
What is this tied to round 2 or round 1?
This will be for both rounds. This
Okay.
allows the work to begin once we select round 1 and 2. No?
I believe it is just associated with round 1, given the dollar amount.
Oh, I apologize. Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
If you'll remember, when we were going through this process, we had them rework it, and it lowered the engineering costs to meet for what was submitted in round 1. And actually, this amendment comes in lower of what we were estimating those engineering
Yes.
costs would be.
Yes, I apologize. That is correct.
Right. Any other questions, comments?
And this payments on this, it's set up in, is it installments or just when we're billed? It's not all at one lump sum?
It is
correct?
not all at once. They do invoice us, and I receive approval on those invoices before they're set up to pay through ARPA. This will require a signature from the judge also.
Do we have to do anything with the water companies that they're committed to this, contracts or anything with them, that that they're good with everything?
No, not at this point.
At
What
this
this
point.
does, this sets the baseline of how we're going to proceed with that, and the funding is based off of what we were discussing with the type of generators, the fuel type for those. Anything that deviates out of that will be a process with them. This is just specifically for the designs and the management of the construction process. And it sets that floor as to, or the ceiling as to what we're going to contribute to round 1 for engineering services.
And for anybody concerned about what this is tied to our rural water alternative energy, our generators.
Yes.
That we're going to supply the rural water companies through the ARPA money, and this is the engineering fees that go along with that, and setting up those generators at these rural water supplies.
And that's a total of 11 generation plants.
Yes.
11 different plants right now.
Yeah, in round 1, there were 11 11 individual applications or locations in the applications, and it comes to $271,900 for the engineering services, which we are required to do due to the 2 CFR 200.
Yes.
I said it right. Federal procurement processes, and it ensures that we do not have any disallowed costs, which would put our own money at jeopardy, since this is all funded from ARPA grant funding.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other questions or comments? Entertain a motion with the judge's authorization signed.
Yes, sir.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner McCann and second by Commissioner Tooley to approve amendment number 1 to the KSA Engineers Incorporated contract for the water supply generators round 1 related to ARPA state and local fiscal recovery funds projects with the judge's authorization to sign. All those in favor of the motion? Passes unanimously.
Thank you, Court.
Item number 6 is consider and take action on financial statement and filing affidavit report from Emergency Service District number 10. And I believe this is located in precinct 2.
Yes, Court. The ESD 10 out of the Eustis Fire Department has sent in their audit for 2022. Oh, 2020. Yeah, 2022. And they has ran through the audit department, and they have met all the necessary requirements for this filing.
Questions for the Commissioner? Entertain a motion.
Have to get back. Judge, I move we approve the financial statement and filing affidavit report from Emergency Service District number 10 for filing purposes only.
I'll second.
Motion made by Commissioner Tooley and second by Commissioner Spivey to approve the financial statement and filing affidavit report from Emergency Service District number 10 for filing purposes only. All those in favor? Passes unanimously. Item number 7 is receive financial reports, of which we have none. And then item number 8 is consider and take action on payroll distributions and accounts cash sheets. And we'll start with the payroll distributions.
Yes, sir. So for today, I have before you the payroll disbursement totals for bi-weekly number 15 and number 16. I need your approval on it, if I can, please.
Questions? Hearing none, entertain a motion on the payroll disbursements.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Spivey and second by Commissioner Richardson to approve the payroll disbursements for bi-weekly 15 and 16 as presented. All those in favor of the motion? And passes unanimously.
And yes, Court, I have the balance sheets for the month of May and for the month of June. I need your approval on this as well.
Court, questions concerning the financials? Hearing none, can we have a motion to approve both May and June?
So moved to approve.
I'll second the motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Tooley and second by Commissioner Richardson to approve the accounts cash sheets for periods ending May of 2023 and June of 2023 as presented. All those in favor of the motion? Item passes unanimously.
Thank you, Court.
Thank you. Item number 9 is consider and take action on submitted contracts. We have none.
One. We have one.
Joy.
Oh, excuse me, I apologize, yes. The other sheet. We do have a contract with Xerox.
Yes. Yeah, well, this is related to Document Solutions.
Okay.
Because, there's some issues with the machine Xerox provided Joy. It's not working properly. They can't seem to get it fixed. They've got one over there that's temporary. It is working. But if we wait for Xerox to send a new one, it would months. So this would get the one immediately through the Document Solutions Print Program. Just dissolve the links.
Court, questions?
Is there any difference in the cost of the one that she had and one that she has now?
Cheaper because basically they'll put the machine in there and then just charge us the quick charges like they do on any other machine.
Any further questions, comments? Entertain the motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the contract with Xerox.
I'll second his motion.
With
With
authorization.
the judge's authorization to sign.
Motion made by Commissioner McCann and second by Commissioner Richardson to approve the agreement with Xerox / Document Solutions for the printer and the development office with the judge's authorization to sign. Any further comment? All those in favor? Item passes unanimously. Item 10 is consider and take action on right-of-way requests, and we've got several of those.
Precinct 3 and Precinct 4.
Okay. Commissioner McCann?
I have several, all from the same company. Do you want me to name like all the streets on each of them? I mean, I can go through them.
There are 5.
There are 5 different ones, all from Spectre, and each one of them have several streets on them.
Okay. We'll read through them in the motion. That way they're there and the public has an understanding. Okay. But if you want to explain.
These are the Charter Spectrum coming in doing the fiber optic cable for the end of line cable that they're putting in and have been all over the county. So this is just more utility line activities that they will be doing in the near future in my area now.
There's 27 roads listed. And
I mean, I can name them all so it'll be on record, but one of them is Snooks Drive, Asher Drive, and Stella Street, which are in the city of Murchison, but also are partly county roads also. County Road 3623, 3701, 3700, 3710, 3711, and a Happy Trails, which is a Murchison area also. 3710, 3807, 3811, 3810, 3800, 3623, and there they will be setting a pole at that location. 3803, 3802, 3507, 3502. 3520, 3508, 3516, 3519, 3806, 3805, 3503, 3501, and 3502. And these compose several miles worth of land.
questions for the commissioner?
Might as well just said the whole eastern part of the county.
Y'all had y'all's several weeks ago. Now I got mine.
Is it a correct statement to say it's kind of around that Murchison area?
Murchison, Opelika
Okay.
area, moving into Brownsboro though with the 35, so they're moving that way pretty quick.
Any questions for the commissioner concerning this one?
If not, I move that we approve the notice of proposed utility line activity for Charter Spectrum for the fiber optic cable and poles with the roads mentioned.
Commissioner's authorization to sign.
With the Commissioner's authorization to sign.
I'll second his motion.
Motion made by Commissioner McCam and second by Commissioner Richardson to approve the right-of-way agreement with Charter Spectrum for fiber optic installation and pole setting on the aforementioned roads with the Commissioner's authorization to sign. All those in favor of the motion? Passes unanimously. We have one in Precinct 4.
This court, this is the one that we bypassed last week because had some errors on the road number. But this is to do a road bore from private to private on County Road 4819, I believe to set a meter for a resident. That'd be for Bethel Ash Water Supply Company.
Questions for the commissioner? Entertain a motion.
Ash Water Supply Company to do a road bore under County Road 48.
Water Supply Corporation for a road bore under County Road 4819 with Commissioner's authorization to sign. All those in favor of the motion? Passes unanimously. Item 11 is consider and take action on submitted budget amendments, which we have none. And then item 12 is consider and take action on payment of bills. Ms. Carpenter.
Yes, sir. We have fiscal year 2023, in the amount of $163,448.41.
Commissioner Spivey, questions?
I have no questions, Judge.
Commissioner Tooley.
I have none.
Commissioner McCam.
None.
Commissioner Richardson.
No question, Judge.
Entertain a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the fiscal year 2023 bills in the amount of $163,448.41 as presented.
I'll second his motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Richardson and seconded by Commissioner Spivey to approve the bills in the amount of $163,448.41 as presented.
Thank you.
All those in favor of the motion? Item passes unanimously. Item 13 is consider and take action on submitted plats.
We have 3 facts, one in precinct 1, 3 and 4.
Commissioner Spivey?
Yes, Court. I was gonna see if I could table mine till next week. That one of the roads that is adjoining this new subdivision is in the city of Seven Points, and they're wanting to talk to him maybe about getting a contract about the road, fixing the road when he's finished.
Okay.
And he hadn't been to speak with him yet. So I just want to table it for a week if I can.
Okay. We can table or we can just pass on it and bring it back. Your
I'll
call.
just pass on it and bring it back.
All right. Then we'll move to precinct 2.
Yes, Judge, this is kind of I'll say a kind of a different one. We've had some, it's kind of an administrative plat, is what we've called it. Really didn't need to come to court, but I felt like that we all needed to kind of look at it. We've talked with Clint, and I believe his letter is attached here, but this gentleman is taking a parcel of land, cutting it up in 2 lots. It's really not a subdivision because there's 2 houses here, but he is subdividing a parcel of land. And so one of the lots will be 1.04 acres and the other lot will be 0.9. All he's wanting to do is cut it off, and I think that he's not selling it to family. So he just wants to sell this other house, and I felt like it needed to come to court to be filed and have our approval.
Questions for the commissioner? Entertain a motion.
Judge, I move we approve the administrative plat for Hughes Estates in the Hogue Estates and the Hogue tract, creating lots 1 and 2 for filing purposes only.
I'll second his motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Tootley and seconded by Commissioner Richardson to approve the administrative plat for Hughes Estates for filing purposes only. All those in favor of the motion? Passes unanimously.
Thanks, Court.
Thank you. Next one is in precinct 4, Commissioner.
Yes, Court, this is a plat in the Twin Oaks Estates. A gentleman's wanting to take lots 13, 14, and 15 of Block C and create it into 1 lot.
Okay. Questions for the commissioner? Hearing none, entertain a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to replat lots 13, 14, and 15 of Block C, Twin Oaks Estates, Section 2, creating Lot 13-R of Block C, Twin Oaks Estates, Section 2, for filing purposes only.
I'll second the motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Richardson, seconded by Commissioner McCam to approve the replats of lots 13, 14, and 15 of Block C of Block C of Twin Oak Estate, Section 2, creating Lot 13R, located in Precinct 4 for filing purposes only. All those in favor? Item passes unanimously. Item 14, open and consider bids. We've got several today.
Good morning.
Morning.
This first one is Precinct 2 is looking to acquire a chip spreader. It's a 4-wheel drive 10 to 12 foot extendable chip spreader. And in the packet, you'll see the specs that Commissioner Tooley provided for me based on what he needed. The proposed date, or the first ad we run this Saturday, the 19th, second ad next Saturday, the 26th, and open it Tuesday, September 5th, and bring it back to court on Tuesday, September 12th.
Questions?
In the bid, it is correct, but on the cover letter, Judge, that you see there, it should say 10 to 20 instead of 10 to 12. But it is we're looking for a 10 to 20 extendable, expandable chip spreader, folding back hopper gates.
You're talking about the header can shrink down to 10 feet or expand out to 20 feet?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything further?
No, sir.
Questions, court? Entertain a motion on the bid specification.
So moved to approve.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Tooley and second by Commissioner Spivey to approve the invitation for bid specification, or the specification for invitation to bid for the fiscal year 2023 chip spreader as presented. All those in favor? Item passes.
This next one is for the sale, also from Precinct 2, of a 2006 belly dump trailer. And I got all the information on that trailer in that bid packet. The same dates, first ad, August 19th, second ad, August 26th. We open the bid September 5th and bring it back on the 12th.
Will these also be put on the website?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll all be the same as any other bids.
Any questions for the committee?
Do we need to do these separately, or can we do them together?
No, this is all one set of bid, invitation for bid, so we can do them, they all go together.
Okay, and then
There are two trailers, a
Yes, sir.
2006 and a 2007,
Correct.
that you are wanting to put up for bid.
Yes.
To sale. Questions for the commissioner? Entertain a motion.
So moved to approve.
I'll second his motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Tooley and second by Commissioner Richardson to approve the specifications for invitation for bid for the sale of a 2006, 2007 belly dump trailers as
Yes, sir.
presented. Any further comments? All those in favor? Item passes unanimously.
Thank you, Court.
Item 15 is to convene into executive session, Texas Government Code, Section 551.071, to consult with attorney regarding Kaufman County litigation. Court, we set a time for, give us about a 15-minute break, if y'all don't mind, or a 10-minute break.
We moved to executive session at 9:45.
I'll second his motion.
Motion made by Commissioner Tooley, second by Commissioner Richardson, to move into executive session at 9:45. All those in favor of the motion? Item passes. We will recess until 9:45 and then come back and let you know what we visited about. Item number 16 is reconvene into open session. We have a motion to reconvene.
So moved at 10:31.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Tooley, second by Commissioner Spivey to reconvene into open session at 10:31. All those in favor? Item passes unanimously. In item 16, we're considering take action on matters discussed in executive session. At this time, there is no action to take, to my understanding. Any discussion on that? If not, then we'll move to item 17, which is consider and take action to adjourn.
So moved to approve.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Tooley, second by Commissioner Richardson to adjourn at 10:32. All those in favor? Item passes unanimously. Thank you very much.